Hi, welcome to the Grace booth. My name is Jennifer. I am going to be demonstrating for you today our TrueCut cutting system. Welcome to those who are online. We are here at the Houston Quilt Festival. We're glad you could join us. So if you've never seen this before, this is the My Comfort Cutter. It looks a little different because we've turned things on an angle so that it allows us to cut in a way that reduces the fatigue on our wrist, our shoulders, and we don't have to white knuckle it to hold tight to get the pressure we need. Because we're going to balance right here, right over top of the blade, and so we keep that nice straight all the way through. So I can cut for hours and hours and not have the fatigue in my joints afterwards. One of the other awesome features about ours is we have this awesome guide that matches up with our rulers. So our rulers look a little different than most places. We've got some little holes in them. It gives us some flexibility. They are chip resistant, so if you drop them, you won't lose that corner of your ruler. Just makes them a little bit stronger. We also have a rail right here on the edge that is a little thicker. The side of our ruler is thicker. The guide fits right onto that and stays straight against your ruler all the way to the end. So we don't get that last second wander off of the edge every time we're cutting those 2.5-inch strips, right? And it just doesn't wander off to the edge, and then you have to, hopefully you have enough to even things up. So I'm gonna pass this one, oh, you guys are a little bit further away than the other group, so you can get a feel for what that does. We also underneath, we have put our True Grips, which is a little rubberized sticker on the bottom. So that holds our fabric in place, and the rail will hold our blade all the way to the end, and everything stays together so we don't have any ruler slip and we don't have any blade wandering. We don't have it in this station, but we also have the non-slip mat that can go underneath your cutting mat so it doesn't slide around. So it eliminates all the issues that we tend to have with our straight cut to get that nice straight cut every time. So our cutter has a nice quick release on the back for changing your blades. Each one will come with the guide that I was telling you about that fits right there on our ruler, but it'll also come with another piece so that you can use it with any of your other rulers. So you won't have any issue using this ruler across the game for all the other rulers that you might already have in your stash. We also have a straight cut if you prefer that style, and this one kind of has a cool feature. There's a magnet right there in our cutter, so it allows us to just be very careful about taking it out to make our changes. If we have our blade on our mat, how many times have we scooched that? And it's kind of scary, but it allows us to pick it up really quickly and snap everything back in place. So our straight cutter also comes with the guide as well, so it'll fit right there on the track. These also adapt to left hand, so everything on all of our cutter, it'll flip around the other side so we can move all the pieces to the other side so that we can, if you have that left-handed need. The other feature right here in the handle, you can actually customize. So you can take this little piece out and you can put your own, you can put your name in there so nobody at the Quilt Guild tries to steal your cutter. You're like, no, that has my name in it. You cannot. Anyway, but it allows you to personalize it so you know that that's your cutter. You know who I'm talking about, who always, you know. All right. So that's our cutters, our rulers, and we have the rulers in all sorts of different sizes. This is the 3x18. The standard is a 6.5 by 24.5. We have a deal on that one today, so I'll show you that real quick. It actually comes in a handy dandy bag. It has the 6.5 by 24.5 ruler. It comes with the 45mm My Comfort Cutter. And it also comes with the pack of True Grips that help your ruler from not sliding around. And this deal is $49.95 today. What was that? Yes, we do. We have the 60 in the straight cutter and we have the 60 in the My Comfort Cutter as well. we're, I think, almost sold out on our 60 millimeters in the booth, but we can ship too. If we don't have them, we can get that for you. So one of the other things, this is a rotary cutter. Oh yes, we have a code for people online. Sorry, I'm not really ignoring you guys. So the quilters combo has the code TC Kit 50. This right here is our True Sharp 2. It is a rotary cutter, or rotary blade sharpener. It'll fit a 28, a 45, or a 60 millimeter blade. And all you have to do is put a little mineral oil on each, which comes with. You'll put your blade in place. We're gonna lock it down. It plugs in. We're gonna push this button for 10 seconds, and then we're gonna repeat the process on the other side. So we'll open it, flip it, and run it again for another 10 seconds. And that'll put an extra 2 to 3 lifetimes on that one rotary blade. So if you've nicked your blade or have a chunk out of it, it doesn't replace the metal, but for any of those blades, it's just the wear and tear. It'll bring that blade back to that true, and it'll clean up those edges, and you'll have a new cutting life on that blade. So this one, if you buy with these, will be $49.95. If you are here and you go over there and say, I was over there, then you get the $49.95 price. The regular price is $79.95. So it's a fantastic deal, and that'll extend the life of all of those. For those of you online, your code for the TrueCut 2, or True Sharp 2, sorry, is TC Sharp 50. All right. It will do any other blade. I wouldn't do the titanium, but any other brand blade, it does anything in those 3 sizes, the 28, the 45, or the 60. Yes, you can take the guide off the cutter. Each one of them comes with, when you first open up your packaging, it will have this center on it. And then you'll replace it with the one with the guide. I don't have the other one out of the package, but you can put this one in place. So you can use it without the guide. It just looks like this. So you can use this with any other ruler that you have. Great question. Thank you. That's where the magnet would come in handy. This one does not have a magnet yet. This one is a mineral oil. I am not sure which oils we use on the Unique 15. I believe that would be a different oil for the machines. All right, good questions. All right, so we have all sorts of different sizes of rulers. We have square rulers as well, but let me tell you about the circle cutter. So this is our 360 cutter. It allows you to cut a circle anywhere from a 2 to a 12.5 inch circle. We're just gonna unscrew this a little bit. Oh, somebody stronger than me did that. Okay. And then we can slide it onto the ruler, and then we'll tighten it down at the size we want to do the cutting. I'm gonna go back over here so we get this. We slide it into place. There's rulers down the side, so you know what size circles you need. So we'll place it down on our fabric. We're gonna do our non-dominant hand on top. We're gonna cross over, and we'll push down on this side, which has the blade, and we'll travel all the way around to get the perfect circle. Yeah. I kind of went crooked on it, but yes, you get a perfect circle. I cut these all the time. You can cut through a little bit bigger thickness as well. I've done a layer of fabric and a layer of fusible fleece to get a nice quilty, depending on what you're using it for. It has a little rotary blade inside, so it gets a really nice clean cut every time. It goes from a 2 inch to a 12.5 inch circle. So you can get some pretty big circles out of this one. Do we have any questions? We're just really excited and we want it all. Okay, this one is 31. Oh, I'm going to give you the wrong price. Hold your horses. Okay. Oh, it's $29.95. Yeah, regular retail on this is $39.95, but our show special is the $29.95. Good question. Any other questions?
Well, I came in at the end, so I want to see the whole.
You want to see the whole thing again? We can show you the whole display over there too, but our rulers are pretty special that have the rail here on the. Can you hear me? Oh, okay. I feel like my voice went away. Okay, so the reason for the little holes inside. So part of that is it gives us the flexibility and able to the strength to the ruler. You can mark through it if you want to mark on your fabric, so if you can get those marks in there. For me, it also makes it easier to pick up off my mat. It just gives you that little finger hold to grab it and go. Sometimes those mats are a little hard to pick them off, especially if you have a little bit of nails, you know. You have to kind of slide it to the side, but it gives it some strength as well. So, any other questions? You want a whole package deal? We do have a whole package deal. We will give you everything for the low, low price. We've got triangle rulers, square rulers. Let me read you the list of what comes in the everything package. So, let's see if I can find it on here. It comes with the 45 millimeter comfort cutter. It comes with a 5-pack of rotary blades, the 24 by 36 mat with the non-slip pad that fits underneath it. It comes with the 360 cutter. It comes with the 6.5 by 24.5 ruler, the 6.5 by 12.5 ruler, the 3 by 18 ruler, the 12.5 by 12.5 ruler, 9.5 inch ruler, the 6.5 inch ruler, and 3 triangle rulers and 5 packs of True Grips for $329.95. So you can have it all today for the low price, and we will ship it home for you free. I believe the sharpener is in there too, and I may have missed it on my list. Yeah, we will include it for you today. Well, we can ship it home for you. Uh-huh. Yeah. Where can the online people shop for this? I'm just kidding. I don't have the codes for the online for the master bundles. Yeah, at graceframe.com. Yeah. Yeah, there'll be a place in there to enter a code. You can even, to check out. So thanks for joining us. Any online questions? Are we good? Thanks so much for joining us. I've got online.